Happy Saturday, folks. It's me, ya boy, HesherZero, the one and only, right here on twitch.tv/HesherZero. It is Saturday night. It is community game night. Why is my shirt wet? I don't know what that was. We're off to a great start. It is the first stream since the last stream, which was just a week ago, so it wasn't that long ago. But it's the first one after Heshmas 2025. So that's pretty cool. Pretty sweet. I woke up on Heshmas morning at about stupid o'clock. I forgot to disable my alarm. Had music blasting, like I was trying to summon a UFO. Stumbled into the kitchen, brewed some coffee, absolutely tasted like regret and just burnt dreams. But then I remembered, it was Heshmas, my holiday, my rules. So, went, full on, festive leader mode. Nuked a couple of waffles, stacked them up, triumphant, like a triumphant monument. Drizzled them bitches with some syrup. And, syrupy deliciousness. Anyway. Presents. Presents. Did anybody get any presents? That is what it's about. It is about consuming, consume, spend, buy. If you don't have the best shit, someone else does, and they're better than you because of it. There. No, that's not it. That's not it. I'm kidding, of course. But did anybody get anything cool? A shovel, says the one and only Shaggy Buffalo. Greetings, friend. Greetings. I got a couple of tickets to a basketball game. It's pretty cool. Pseudo Saint and I will be attending that one here. It's actually in a few months, in March, around HesherZero's birthday. Ooh. But of course, that's really all that really matters, But I just first you get some. You get some socks or some, I feel like that's just the classic cliche gift. I don't know. But, had some great food, great time with fellow Digital Liberation Army members. Basketball games are fun to attend. Indeed. Yes. Yeah. It's been 10 years maybe since I was last at a basketball game. Yeah, I'm in video game mode. Basketball game. Let me turn this down here. Yeah, it's I'm looking forward to it. It'll be good. Wish you got some socks. Honestly, me too. I wish I did. I have a number of things on my wish list that I could get. But there are a lot of disloyal people out there in the Digital Liberation Army who aren't showering me with gifts, of course. Of course. And you will be punished. But that's okay. That is okay. I'm glad that, you got a shovel at least. That's cool. Everybody out there gets really sweet gifts. But yeah, it's probably the last stream of the year. Although I might do one on the old Tiki-Taki still. I was talking about that last week. We'll see. I need to turn down the music in my ears. No one needs to listen to Christmas music that loud. Alright, hopefully that isn't too overpowering. A lot of holes in my socks. So I'm in same. Legitimately, I go through my sock drawer. I'm like, why haven't I thrown all these out and bought new ones? But I'm just frugal like that, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Man, but yeah, no, we're doing the damn thing. I'm gonna get a setup here for some words on stream. Words on stream. I haven't done that in a long time. I got a few things planned for this evening. We're gonna get back into some Imperialism, which is gonna be dope. Did one last week, the inaugural Imperialism. So that's cool. If you haven't seen that, stick around for that one because that's a lot of fun. Acoustic nylon string guitar. Excellent. Excellent. Can play some jazz. I don't know. This is flamenco. There we go. That's what I was trying to think of. Well, before we get into words on stream, didn't want to talk about Beans and Frank's cookies. Oh my, almost spilled them. Got the Beans and Frank's cookies tonight. Yeah. A family favorite, passed down, you know, from all the way back from the Neil clan, all the way to the Digital Liberation Army. Gonna get ourselves set up here. Cheers, friends. Oh my. Yep. Beans and Frank's cookies. It's a Digital Liberation Army favorite. Everybody knows it. You know? Been a few years running. My cookies aren't as soft as I wish they were. I left them in probably just a little bit too long. But that's okay. It's about being festive here. And nothing says Heshmas like Beans and Frank's cookies. Anyway, some words on stream. Let's do it. All right. God, it's been a minute since I played. All right. Wow. They couldn't have started us off with... Hang on, I'm going to turn this music off. Oh my. All right, type in chat. You're going to find all the possible words here. Slit. There we go. Jeez. Bits. There we go. There we go. Man, you got to get the old brain going here. Stir. Oh, I can't guess. I forgot. Oh, now I can. There we go. Somebody help me out there, Shaggy. Come on. Quick. Help. Oh, I did that a little too soon. Libs. Let's see. We got stir, slit, bits, libs, list. Ribs. There we go. Silt. There we go. Okay. Nice. I don't know if I can guess anymore. Okay, probably not. Maybe. All right. All right. Oh my God. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Okay. Okay. Let's see how it is. Game. What was the let's start over. Start over. Mope. Let's see. We got poem. We got Ploy. Polly. There we go. Can I do another one now that somebody else has guessed? No. Alright, we're going to have to wait. Ploy. There we go. Here we got Poem. Let's see. Mole. What's the other one? Come on. There we go. Let's see. What else? I don't know. Words. English is difficult. Let's do poem. I think, what, 1 or 2 more to reach the correct level? Is Yelp? Yeah, Yelp. That's one. There we go. All right. I did it. Employed. Nice. There we go. That's using your noggin. I'm not. Struggle busting. I don't know. Lope. That's a word. Okay. You learned something new? Didn't know lope was a word. You eat more Beans and Frank's cookies. That's clearly what's keeping me from... There we go. Get the old brain going. All right. Jesus. Okay. Rose. Sorcerer? Is that the big word? I think so. I think it is. Yeah, there we go. Seer, S-E-E-R. Soar. Score. That's one. Score. Core. Yeah, there we go. Seer. Yeah. Jeez, I don't know. Wow. Struggle. I don't even know what the words are. Wow. Okay. Oh. Y'all hear me? Check. Oh, jeez. Had a bit of a technical difficulty. Sorry about that. Jeez. Okay. Going basically all day today. Well, okay. Let's try to get one more round in here. Let's see what we can do. Um, Cleary? I don't know. Clear. Creel? Okay. Oh. There we go. Recycle. Cycle. Nice. Celery. Crunchy. Okay. I don't even know. What are other words? Oh. Real. Okay, we need one more. Dude. There we go. There we go. So close. So close. Okay. Alright, alright. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Roped. Dope. Proper. Okay. I don't know. Try it now. You can do prep now. What would be the big word? What is happening? That's fine. I'll do prep. All right. Running out of time. I don't know. Depor. Depore. I don't know. Rope. Oh, nice. Pedo. Fuck it. All right. Okay. Fine. So be it. So be it. I think that's a good way to get the brain turning or something. But let me send prep twice. Yeah, you have to wait. You have to wait for the unlocks to happen. So if you set one prior to a new one unlocking, you have to wait for that one. That's why it's even better with like multiple people. Okay. I am going to breakout Imperialism. All right. Just getting it all going here. These Buster Cousins at. We could have used some help. I'm telling you. Where y'all at? I mean, you know, it doesn't help that I average like. I doubled my stream total this year from last year. I streamed once last year, so doing okay with 2 weeks in a row. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's like pro streamer shit right there. Struggle bus. All right. So, we're going to get into a little bit of imperialism. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with imperialism, but we'll explain. All right, here we are in Imperialism Select Edition. Now, if you're not familiar, maybe you've seen some YouTubers, guys like Bordeaux or perhaps Dean's World is another option here. Looks like we have an ad coming up here in less than a minute. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. You can use Twitch Prime. Use that Bezos money. You can subscribe for free. Or, of course, you know, do all that. You can avoid ad breaks that way. We'll wait. We'll get into the imperialism after the break. I'll just chit-chat for a moment so you're not missing anything, you know. So guys like Bordeaux, stuff like that, they're awesome. I highly recommend them. I mean, especially if you're into sports. College football, NFL, stuff like that. It's a really fun twist on just your regular old kind of football games. Oh shit, got that Beans and Frank. Got the Frank in the fingers. What's going on, Incoherent? Howdy, howdy. How's it going? Getting back into imperialism. Speaking of Beans and Franks, let me get my Beans and Franks cookies ready to go. Excellent. Beans and Franks got them beans. What the fuck? Delicious. You know that Digital Liberation Army staple. I should have got some milk. I guess I'll just drink water instead. So be it. Why am I spilling on myself? I'm drooling on myself. I'm spilling water all over myself. Got them Beans and Franks on my mind, making me drool. Wait, why is this? No, I don't want to. I want to run another ad. All right. All right, so for those of you who were here last week, you may have seen, but if you didn't see the rules or don't know the rules, we're going to get into the rules. This is how you play. Each round starts with a wheel spin. An attacking state is chosen. A defending state is then randomly chosen based on what states the attacker borders. A prompt is given to the audience to vote on, and the winning state takes the losing state's territory. Repeat until there is only one state left. So, yes, Oklahoma was one. It was one. It sure did one. It won real good last week, y'all. It was one. Woo, buddy, let me tell you. All right, anyway, so the whole thing is like the imperialism aspect. Usually guys will play And instead of doing the little, I don't know, thing that I do here, they'll use a game like College Football 26 or Madden 26 or something, and they sim matches, games between two different teams that represent different states. Anyway, I'll show you. Here's the map. Here are the states. The United States of America, the 50 states. And what we're doing is Imperialism Select Edition. God damn that fucking that emoji. Oh, that's good. I apologize for my outburst. So the Select Edition is the audience gets to select the winner. So instead of simming a game, a foosball game or something like that, basketball, baseball, whatever, we got these little prompts you're going to vote on. Incoherent was here last week. Shaggy, you can tag along, figure it out, check it out. It's cool. 3-stream streak. Nice. That's cool. Is that new? Huh. I don't stream enough, apparently. Jesus. Anyway, to the wheel. The wheel. Here we go. Damn. Took it a second. All right, we're going to spin for our first attacker. You know, why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it, y'all. Do it to it. All right, first state selected is Vermont. And we've got New York, the state most likely to have the most annoying state song. Gonna run the poll. Zigzag, hello, hero. All right, in chat, we got the poll. Vermont versus New York, the state most likely to have the most annoying state song. Yeah, the poll is at the top of the chat. Should be there on your mobile device. Get your votes in, friends. Get your votes in. Vermont versus New York. Should be able to vote in the actual poll. There is a poll there. I thought about trying to rig something up where I could do like actual like chat stuff. So there's, yeah, it says vote at the top of the chat window there. You have to like click that with your phone. There we go. Excellent. All right, almost out of time. Get back to the map. Here we go. The winner has been chosen. New York, the state most likely to have the most annoying state song. So as you'll see, you can look up here. You'll see Vermont next to New York. Boom. New York has taken over Vermont. That's imperialism, basically. Simple as that. Simple as that. And we just keep voting. It's fun. There's all sorts of fun prompts. We're going to spin for another attacker. I'm going to turn the music back on. All right. Illinois is the attacking state. They'll be taking on Kentucky, the state most likely to be a reality TV show. The entire state. Poll is now live. Poll is now live. The state most likely to be a reality TV show. The entire state. Which one would be a better reality show? Illinois or Kentucky? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm trying to think. That would be a... Man, I don't know. Let's see. I want to try something here. I don't know. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, that's not it. All right. Nah, that didn't work. Never mind. I was going to do something fancy. All right, the winner is Kentucky. Back to the map. You can see it happen. Kentucky, Illinois. Kentucky, boom, takes Illinois on the board with 2 states. All right. Back to the wheel. We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it rolling. Keeping it rolling, baby. Mississippi. Mississippi is taking on Arkansas, the state most likely to have potholes older than some residents. Poll is now live. The state most likely to have potholes older than some of their residents. Mississippi versus Arkansas. If Oklahoma was up here, we know how bad that one would be. But if you've never been to one of those states, that's okay. I don't know. Make a guess. Make a judgment against these people that you've never met. You know? Why not? Why not? Live a little. Be like, this state seems like they don't have proper infrastructure. I'm judging via this vote on twitch.tv/HesherZero. Playing a silly game that he's created. All right, here we go. Back to the map. The winner is Mississippi. Mississippi has taken over Arkansas. A lot of red and orange in that area right there. Nice. All right, so far, Mississippi, Kentucky, and New York, both with 2 territories on the board. Back to the wheel. We're spinning again. Back to it. Montana is the attacking state. Montana. The state least likely to replace police sirens with banjos. Least likely. Poll is live. The state least likely to replace police sirens with banjos. Montana versus South Dakota. I'm just imagining, be like, there's a speeder. They're like, oh, light them up. And the lights turn on, and then some dude hangs out the window. He's like, and then it's like, you know, there they go, off to pull them over there. It's just dueling banjos. Got a guy with an acoustic on one side, guy with a banjo on the other, sticking out the fucking back of the cop car, playing. All right, got about 10 seconds here. Get your votes in. What you got? Get your votes in, y'all. Hey, y'all. Get your votes in. I don't know. All right, the winner is Montana. Montana, least likely to replace police sirens with banjos. All right, Montana stretching down into South Dakota's territory. On the board there. Back to the wheel. We're spinning again. We do this 9 times until we find the winner. The state most likely to hold a silent disco in a library. Colorado versus Kansas. The poll is now live. Choose a winner. Did that poll render correctly? I don't know if it did or not. I don't know if that poll... There we go. Okay. It wasn't showing up right for me. It just said Kansas, and I was like, okay, I guess that's the only one. Kansas versus Colorado, the state most likely to hold a silent disco in a library. I mean, that'd be cool. That's like one of those, like, after dark kind of activities that places that normally don't have nightlife would do. And I feel like that would be kind of fun. I feel like that would really slap with some millennials, especially. All the bookworms out there, you know, but also a little silent disco with the headphones on, just grooving. I don't know. What do you think? You tell me. State most likely to hold a silent disco in a library. The winner has not been chosen because it's a tie, even though it just picked one. I'm going to say Colorado. I'll be the tiebreaker. Colorado wins. Kansas isn't going on a run this time. Last week, Kansas was dominating half the damn game. Back to the wheel. Back to the wheel indeed. All right. All right, we're spinning for the attacker. Who's it going to be? Maryland. Attacking. West Virginia. Work tasks. Ugh. All right, we'll be here. I know you'll be voting in spirit. The state most likely to let raccoons vote. The poll is live. Maryland versus West Virginia. West Virginia, the state most likely to let raccoons vote. I mean, that's... I can see it. I can see one of them doing it. Maybe one more than the other. Maybe one more than the other, but that's okay. All right, there we go. I'm gonna move myself so you can see my face. Transition. The results are in. West Virginia. Go to the map. Oh, yeah. Go to the map. West Virginia wins. Oh, man. Man out of space and time, welcome. They'd let trees vote. I mean, yeah, probably, honestly. Yeah. Mountain Mama, take me home. That's right. All right. West Virginia. Taking on Delaware there. All right. Back to the wheel. Back to the wheel. There we go. Now you can see my face. All right. Spin for target. It is Mississippi versus Texas. The state most likely to own the most pickup trucks. Well, this one, I think we already know this one. That's pretty good. The state most likely to own the most pickup trucks. Get your votes in. Tell us how it is, how it goes. Nightmare blunt rotation. I mean, you know. All right, just over 20 seconds here. The state most likely to own the most pickup trucks, I think it's pretty clear, but it's up to you guys to vote. This is about democracy. Manifest or something. Or a succulent Chinese meal. Speaking of which, Beans and Frank's cookies, ladies and gentlemen. Beans and Frank's cookies. All right, the results are in. Texas wins. Texas takes over Mississippi. Mississippi. All right. Damn. Good old Beans and Frank's cookies, you know. Back to the wheel. Spinning for the attacker. Alaska. Alaska is now taking on California. The borders are a little weird. You know, you got to... I didn't want to just do the 48 contiguous. I wanted to get Hawaii and Alaska in on the fun. So you got to kind of make up some borders. All right, running the poll. The state most likely to throw the wildest wedding. The wildest. I mean, wild is subjective. You know, somebody. Somebody can figure something out. Excuse me while I get a drink of my beverage. All right. Just under 30 seconds. The state most likely to throw the wildest wedding. Alaska or California? Which one's getting wild and wed? Wild as in bears at a wedding is my thought. Yeah. Absolutely, Shaggy. Yeah, that's a way to be wild. You know? I don't know. Well, we got the winner. And it's Alaska. Alaska. All right. Alaska has taken over California. So far, Texas with 3 territories. Alaska, Colorado, Kentucky, Montana, New York, and West Virginia with 2. Alabama, Arizona, and Connecticut rounding out the top 10. Mostly just because of alphabetical order and things. Back to the wheel. We're going to spin again. Back for more imperialism. Texas back up again. Texas is now taking on Tennessee, the state most likely to reject progress out of spite. There's some commentary to be made there. I'll leave that all up to you. Texas versus Tennessee, the state most likely to reject progress out of spite. Just because. They said, forget your progress. Fuck you and your progress. Which one is it? Which state is more likely to reject progress out of spite? Out of spite. Get your votes in right at the top of the poll. Choose your winner on your cellular device or computer. Just over 10 seconds here. Texas versus Tennessee. Who's it gonna be? The winner is a tie. I'm choosing Texas. It picked it. Take that, woke moralists. It's woke. Texas now with 4 territories. Four territories, or territories. Ferritories. I can't even do a spoonerism correctly. Back to the wheel. We're just gonna spin. We're spinning New Jersey. New Jersey versus New York. The state most likely to forget how voting works. It's also kind of funny following that last one. The state most likely to forget how voting works. New Jersey versus New York. Who's just forgetting how that fucking works? How does democracy even work? You know, where's what's that one show from back in the day? You know, Conjunction Junction and I'm Just a Bill. Whatever that show was. Where's that? To teach everybody how to vote. Teach everybody about democracy. You know, something. School of Rock. Is that it? Is that right? Man, depends how much is the mob involved. You know, as much as you want them to be this time around, as a treat. All right, back to the map. Something like that. The results are in. New Jersey. New Jersey takes over New York. And Vermont, for that matter. Yeah, School of... It's if it's not School of Rock, it's something close to that. I forget. Somebody help. Somebody old. Help. Help. Back to the wheel. Back to the wheel. We're spinning. Spinning and spinning. Florida. Florida is up against Georgia. The state most likely to yell at customer service. I think we had this one last week. What was the question? What was the show that had, like I'm Just a Bill or like Conjunction Junction, all those things, those cartoons from back in like the. You were frozen here. Oh, well, that's weird. I don't know. I don't know why I was frozen. Let me see. Oh, I'm on my thing here. I don't know. Schoolhouse of Rock? Is that it? Schoolhouse Rock? Yeah, Schoolhouse Rock. All right. The state most likely to yell at customer service. Poll. Florida versus Georgia. 10 seconds. Anybody else having any connection issues or anything? I don't know. Just to make sure. All right. Oh, God, my voice. To the map. And the winner. Florida. Florida takes Georgia. Boom. That was close. Yeah. Yeah, no, you were. You were. It's teamwork here, guys. Teamwork. All right. Florida is on the board. It has now taken Georgia. Texas there with some kind of funky border gore going on. Back to the wheel. Spinning for the next attacker. Washington is up. Washington. Washington versus Idaho. The state most likely to act like everyone wishes they lived there. Poll is live. The state most likely to act like everyone wishes they lived there. Washington or Idaho. Probably a pretty easy vote, but I don't know. I've never been to either state. Maybe one of them has a special, I don't know, thought about themselves. I don't know. Who's more likely to act like everyone wishes they lived there? Washington or Idaho? Got the potatoes versus the... What are they? What's an export of Washington? Fucking Starbucks. The cash crop Starbucks. Yeah, I mean the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, it's nice. Washington, Idaho. Potatoes do rule, though. We are a big potato people here. All right, the winner, Washington. Washington. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't go to the map first. There's Washington. It's taken over Idaho. Nice. All right, one more spot left of the top 10 of territories with multiple territories taken. We're going to spin again. We're going to spin again. Who doesn't love judging other states? Other people, other cultures. Isn't it great? What a great American tradition. Ohio versus Kentucky. The state most likely to host a spelling bee for dogs. Poll is now live. The state most likely to host a spelling bee for dogs. Ohio or Kentucky. Shaggy says, I heard a portion of either Washington or Oregon petition to become part of Idaho. That sounds kind of familiar. I mean, it's probably like one of the rural parts, I would assume. Because they don't fit another part of the state. All right, 30 seconds left. 30, get your votes in. Ohio versus Kentucky, the state most likely to hold a spelling bee for dogs. Because Kentucky doesn't believe in spelling. Fair. That's a fair argument. You could say that. Yes. Yes. To the map. The winner. The state most likely to hold a spelling bee for dogs. It gonna be Kentucky. Kentucky. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to hit buttons. All right. They believe in chicken, and I'm about it. Chimkin. Look at all those chickens. All right, Kentucky on the board with 3. Back to the wheel, y'all. Back to the wheel. Spinning for the next attacker. See, I love the debate. I love these types of prompts because they make you think outside the box. Our next attacker is West Virginia, or the bucket. Think outside the bucket. West Virginia versus Virginia, the state most likely to have a drive-through church. A drive-through church. West Virginia versus Virginia. Which one's more likely? Convenient, I suppose. I don't know what you would do with just like a drive-through church per se. You know, maybe down there in the hollers of West Virginia or something. I don't know. Or maybe somewhere on the... I don't know. I'm just thinking of like a drive-through church and what that would even like. What would you do? You get like individual sermons as you go through. Don't they have that in Vegas? I mean, I guess kinda, but like not in the same vein. Zig, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. Can everybody else see me okay? I don't know. All right, the results are in. West Virginia takes it. West Virginia. All right, West Virginia there. Got a mustache hair in my mouth. All right. West Virginia with 3 territories. All right. Got an ad here. Ad coming up here in a minute. It is a reminder, of course, if you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe with Twitch Prime. Use that Bezos money. Or, you know, a nice little, what, $5.99, $7.99, whatever it is. I think it's different on mobile now. I don't know, man. Amazon for you. All right, moving to the wheel. Get this one going. Spinning New Mexico versus Arizona. New Mexico versus Arizona, the state most likely to fake the moon landing again. I appreciate it, Shaggy. Thank you so much. Seriously, your support means the world to me. I cannot thank you enough. All right, ad break starting now. All right, the state most likely to fake the moon landing again, question mark. Excuse me while I scratch my ear. All right, poll is live. Vote in the said poll to get your voice heard. You know, your voice may not be heard otherwhere. I cannot speak. I have not had enough Beans and Frank's cookies. Your voice may not be heard in other places, other streams. But here on twitch.tv/HesherZero in the Digital Liberation Army, we got you. Speak your mind. Tell us how you feel. 10. Roswell is where they faked the first one. Wink. Yeah. Underwear. All right, the results are in. New Mexico takes Arizona. New Mexico takes Arizona. Excellent. Back to the wheel. Spinning for that attacker. Who's it going to be, y'all? Pennsylvania versus Kentucky. On the board again. The state most likely to turn a neighbor's tragedy into gossip. Ooh. Poll is live. The state most likely to turn a neighbor's tragedy into gossip. Who is yapping? Who's out there jibba-jabbing about somebody's tragedy? Is it Pennsylvania or Kentucky? Who's talking shit? Talk shit in chat. Say some gossip. Spill the tea, sis. The state most likely to turn a neighbor's tragedy into gossip. Just under 30 seconds to get your votes in. The votes, they be voting. Kentucky versus Pennsylvania. Who's gossiping about tragedy? The results are in. And by that, I mean they're in 10 seconds. I'm a little early. I got a little trigger happy. I'm ready to hear the gossip. I don't know. All right. Kentucky wins. Kentucky wins. Check out Kentucky. Boom. Indiana there. Sticking out like a sore thumb. Looks like Indiana-tucky, kind of. All right. Nice. Recap here. Kentucky with 4 territories. Texas with 4. Then we've got New Jersey, West Virginia with 3. Alaska, Colorado, Florida, Montana, New Mexico, and Washington with 2. That's for those who don't speak Espanol. Shaggy says, girl at work moved here from New York and cheated on her husband with a coworker. Now she's pregnant. Oof. Damn. Damn, y'all. Please don't cheat on... Not on my husband. Not on my husband. Wolves in my throne room? It's more likely than you think. Alright, anyway. Boop. Her boss got fired for calling her a whore. Yikes. Alaska is up. Alright, I love this. I love the gossip there. We'll keep it moving, though. The state most likely to protest the wrong thing. Poll is live. The state most likely to protest the wrong thing. Alaska versus New Mexico. Damn. Damn, son. All right. Alaska versus New Mexico. Who's protesting the wrong thing? Now, are we looking at it like there's a protest happening and then it's like they're at a different protest? Or maybe like there's a protest happening about something that they're protesting something else and they're not in on the thing? Or are they just like on the wrong side of history? You know what I mean? I don't know. All right, get your votes in. Alaska versus New Mexico. 10 seconds. Get your votes in, friends. Get your votes in. Who's it going to be? To the map. The results are in, and it's Alaska. Alaska's out there protesting the wrong thing. Alaska now up in the top 3 with 4 total territories. 4. All right. Back to the wheel. We're spinning. Spin, 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 spin. Hawaii in the pink. Hawaii is now taking on Tejas, Texas. The state most likely to have more barns than people. We had this one last week. I have like 900 different prompts, and we've already gotten like 2 from last week. All right, the state most likely to have more barns than people. Hawaii versus Texas. Shag says they're at a protest, but they think it's for something else. That was my brain. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I mean, Alaska, I don't know. They're out there. They're trying. There's like, what? Is there even 1 million people in Alaska right now? 740,133 people in Alaska as of 2024, according to the interwebs. Okay. All right. State most likely to have more barns than people. Texas versus Hawaii. Hawaii versus Texas. I think it's pretty obvious, but, you know, sometimes these are easier than others. Sometimes you really gotta think, you know, kind of out there. All right, to the map. The winner is Texas. Texas takes Hawaii Oh. Texas now in the lead with 5 total territories. 5 territories for Texas. There is a lot of people in Texas. That would have to be a lot of barns. I mean, all right, well, let's look at the... Texas' current population as of 2024 is 31.29 million people. So you'd have to have over, damn near 32 million barns. That's a lot. That's a lot of barns, guys. You guys. All right, we're spinning for the next one. We're narrowing them down. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Utah is up next. Utah versus Nevada. The state most likely to start a stock market for baked goods. Got that baked goods stock market. Day trading out there for the Danishes. Danish day trading. Got the, I don't know, S&P 500 for cookies. I don't know. Help me out with some stock market puns with confectionery, baked goods, and whatnot. Utah versus Nevada. The state most likely to start a stock market for baked goods. 20 seconds left. 20. Mormons, I guess. I don't know what they do. What is the stock market if not legalized gambling? I mean, sure. I mean, it's true. It's true. To the map. To the map. To the map. Who's it going to be? Who's making that baked goods stock market? It's Utah. Utah taking Nevada. Boom. Very nice. I, for one, speaking of baked goods, Beans and Frank's cookies, y'all. Beans and Frank's cookies. It's a staple here on the stream. Who doesn't love Beans and Frank's cookies? Excuse me. We'll go back to the wheel. I'm going to take a bite of this. Our favorite baked good here on the stream, here in the Digital Liberation Army. All right, let's spin. What are you guys snacking on? Anybody snacking on anything? Maybe you got some Beans and Frank's cookies at home. Peanut butter cookies this Christmas. Delicious. All right. Boom. Maine only has one target. It's New Hampshire. The state most likely to have a cow as its team mascot. Once again, I'm pretty sure we had this one last week. I don't know what's going on. I gotta check the algorithm or something. I don't know. Running the poll. New Hampshire versus Maine. The state most likely to have a cow as its team mascot. I don't even know. What are, like, some teams from Maine or New Hampshire? Let's see. The Maine Black Bears. That's right. Okay, college football. Let's see. Who else? New Hampshire. I don't know. What? Wildcats? D1? The answer is Texas, actually. I mean, yeah, technically. Are there any other cow team mascots? Let's find out. I guess Colorado, kinda. Buffaloes. I don't know. They're not cows per se, but close enough. Bovine? Does that count? I don't know. All right, the winner is New Hampshire. New Hampshire takes Maine. Maine made it all the way to the top 2. It was Maine v. Oklahoma last week. South Park Cows. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Oakland University. Thunder. Okay, anyway. All right, let's move on. I gotta get fall down the old cow hole, rabbit hole, right? All right, back to the wheel. We're spinning. Who's it gonna be? It's New Jersey. New Jersey versus New Hampshire. New Hampshire back to back. The state least likely to alienate the rest of the country. The state least likely to alienate the rest of the country. Not turn them into aliens, like you got alienated. That, you know, to alienate. Hang on. Cause someone to feel isolated or estranged. There's the definition. But I think alienated also as like a verb, I guess, or something that's kind of funny in that way. Like, you know what I'm trying to say. That's so stupid. All right, 20 seconds. The state least likely to alienate the rest of the country. New Jersey versus New Hampshire. Get your votes in, please. They eat aliens. Eat aliens, I get it. Oh. Here. All right, to the map. The winner, New Hampshire again. New Hampshire just making their way downtown, walking fast. Oh, wait, never mind. Dominating the Northeast up there. We got Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut left, but New Hampshire with everything else there in the Northeast, basically. Nice, nice. New Hampshire and Texas with 5 territories apiece. Alaska, Kentucky with 4. West Virginia with 3. Colorado, Florida, Montana, Utah, and Washington with 2. We're going to keep on rolling here. We're narrowing them down. We're narrowing them down, man. We're going to get the winner. We're going to find the winner. We're going to find today's winner. Washington. Washington is next. All right, the state most likely to host a county fair in a parking garage. All right, poll is running. I'm pretty sure we had this last week. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna change to just chatting. All right, poll is live. Washington versus Montana, the state most likely to host a county fair in a parking garage. Who's it going to be? A county fair in a parking garage wouldn't be like too bad. I mean, it'd be a pretty small affair. Couldn't probably do a whole lot. I feel like Washington or Montana has plenty of space for a county fair elsewhere. Or it's a giant parking garage. Interesting. It's like an indoor fair kind of thing. You know, I'm sure you've probably been to one of those. 10 seconds. Get your votes in. Excuse me. Get your fucking votes in. Okay. Sorry. Don't mean to be so aggressive here. Washington wins. Washington takes Montana. Washington takes Montana. Up to 4 total territories on the map. Back to the wheel. We're spinning for the attacker. Who's it gonna be, y'all? Who's it gonna be? It's Texas. Who's Texas taking on? Huh? North Carolina. The state most likely to trigger outrage online daily. Poll is live. Texas or North Carolina, the state most likely to trigger outrage online every single day. Who's pissing people off online every day? Texas or North Carolina? Out there just running their mouths, sharing all sorts of crap. Who's triggering the outrage? Who's getting hashtag triggered? Or who's doing the triggering, I guess I really should say. Texas or North Carolina? It's your choice. Your vote, your voice, your vote. There we go. All right, to the map. Go on here. 5 seconds left to vote. And the winner is Texas. Boom. Texas takes North Carolina. Texas now stretches all the way to the East Coast with 6 total territories. Wowza. Narrowing it down. Look at the wheel. Look at the wheel. Far less territories than there was before. We're going to do it again. Shaq says, I wish those North Carolina motherfuckers would shut their mouths, though. I don't know, who's running their mouth in North Carolina? I think everybody. I don't know. Everybody needs to shut up. No, I'm just kidding. Alaska is up. Alaska versus Utah. The state most likely to put gravy on breakfast cereal. Gravy on breakfast cereal. Alaska or Utah? Who's doing it? Loudmouth North Caroliners. I suppose so. I don't know. I can only think of one person I know from North Carolina off the top of my head, and they're not that loud. Personally, I don't know. Your mileage may vary with North Caroliners. 30 seconds. 30. Who's putting gravy on their breakfast cereal? Be normal. Put beans and Franks on a cookie. Sarcasm. Excuse me while I eat a beans and Franks cookie. And spill beans on myself, I thought. Maybe not. Alright, the results are in. Alaska, more likely to put gravy on their breakfast cereal. Boom, Alaska. Now up with 6 territories. Alright. I think I got beans on my shirt. Whose idea was that? Alright. I made gravy from scratch recently. I was proud of myself. Yeah, honestly, it's super easy. I actually just made biscuits and gravy last week from scratch. Well, not totally from scratch. The biscuits weren't. I wasn't going to go that far. Alright, back to the wheel. Looking at my Twitch quality here. Okay. Alright. Gravy. Alright, didn't realize how easy. Yeah. Super easy. Alright. We're on the wheel. Alright, let's spin. Delaware. Delaware versus Kentucky. The state most likely to live in an alternate dimension. Poll is live. The state most likely to live in an alternate dimension. Kentucky or Delaware? Get your votes in. I don't know. I'm looking at my Twitch stream stats. Okay. All right. 10 seconds. Can't vote. I don't know. I don't know why. Okay, there you go. All right, the map is up. And the winner is Kentucky. living in an alternate dimension. Kentucky now with 5 total territories. Alaska with 6, Texas with 6. Kentucky and New Hampshire with 5. Washington with 4. West Virginia with 3. Colorado, Florida with 2. Alabama and Connecticut with 1. Back to the wheel. Back to the wheel. We're spinning. It would help if I clicked on the right thing. There we go. We're spinning. Of chicken. And again, I'm for it. Yes. Yes. Alternate dimension of chicken. Iowa is the next attacking state. Iowa versus Nebraska. The state most likely to think small talk means 2 hours. I guess, I should tweak this one. Because really, who's to say, small talk isn't necessarily about a time thing. It's just about, like, the level of, like, discussion, right? I mean, what would you consider small talk? Is there a time limit to small talk? I guess maybe that's the real question. I know some people hate small talk in general, right? Like, oh, how's the weather out there? How's it going? You're like, oh, I'm alive. Living the dream. Yeah, interesting. Well, regardless, who is chit-chatting, who's having small talk for 2 hours? Iowa or Nebraska? Who's just yip-yapping, jibba-jabbing about whatever for 2 whole hours? Is it Iowa or Nebraska? You get kind of the Midwestern feel kind of going here. To the map, the winner is Iowa. Iowa takes Nebraska. I do it all the time, LOL. I mean, hey, in good company, I feel like it happens. All right, Iowa now with 2 territories. Iowa has taken Nebraska. To the wheel, we're spinning for the attacker once again. Texas is up again. Texas versus Alaska. Alaska just can't escape, man. The state least likely to replace road signs with emojis. The state least likely. Poll is now live. Poll is now live. The state least likely to replace road signs with emojis. Texas versus Alaska. Least likely. That's tough. I mean, I think I know who I would vote for, but this isn't about me. It's about you, the people. Garrett needs to come back so I can go smoke. He's got to grab your phone. Take it out there with you. Smoke and vote. All right, coming up on 15 seconds. Get your votes in. Get your votes in, friends. Texas versus Alaska. The state least likely to replace road signs with emojis. And the winner is Texas. Texas has been decided. Texas now with 12 territories. Their territories spanning west to east coast. From California to North Carolina. Down to Alaska and Hawaii down there on the side. The Empire of Texas with 12 total territories. Going to the wheel. They're bordering a lot of different territories now. Anybody, damn near half the game could probably land on them. Kentucky is up again. Shout out to Shaggy. Kentucky versus Texas. There it is. The state most likely to never prepare for disasters. They don't own Oklahoma. Not yet. Not yet. The state most likely to never prepare for disasters. Kentucky or Texas. Is the chicken going to get it this time? or Texas, who has a bit of a reputation when it comes to natural disasters. Oof. Oof, friends. Oof. 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 All right, 20 seconds. Texas versus Kentucky. State most likely to never prepare for disasters. That is unfortunate. But we're going to go to the map. We're going to find out. We're going to take a look. This is Texas territory. Kentucky owns Illinois, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Delaware. The winner is Kentucky. Kentucky. Chicken wins every time. Kentucky now with 17 total territories. 17. A strong, commanding lead from west to east coast. Back to the wheel. Narrowing it down. All the states. All the states. Who's it going to be? Missouri. Seeing Missouri for the first time today, I believe. Could be wrong. Colorado is the defender. The state most likely to have a collapsing bridge still in use. The state most likely to have a collapsing bridge still in use. Talk about infrastructure again. It's important, people. It's important. Missouri versus Colorado. Who's got those bridges that are just falling apart and they're still driving on them? Who knows? You do, because it's your choice. It's your choice to vote, once again, right here on twitch.tv/HesherZero. And since we have an ad coming up, I do want to repeat one more time. If you haven't, please consider subscribing so you can see all of the Imperialism action happening right here on your screens with audio, and you don't have to hear about Dr. Squatch or whatever diapers or whatever other ads that Twitch gives people. Of course, you can use your Twitch Prime to subscribe. Use that Bezos money. Or not. All right, we got a winner. That winner is Missouri. Missouri is the state most likely to have collapsing bridges still in use. Boom, Missouri is number 4 on the board. Tied with West Virginia for 3 total territories. Wowza. And just to take a quick inventory here, taking inventory, looks like we've got Oregon, Wyoming, North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, Louisiana, Alabama, South Carolina, Rhode Island, Connecticut, and Massachusetts, I believe, all who have not been chosen yet, who have not been chosen. But it's only a matter of time. Everybody goes. Here we go. Spinning for the next attacker. Spinning for the next attacker. It's going to be West Virginia. West Virginia only has one place to go, and that's Kentucky. The state most likely to turn bingo into a rave. Bingo rave. Bingo rave. Bingo rave. All right. Bingo rave. $40 seconds, 40. Get your votes in, folks. Bingo rave. West Virginia versus Kentucky. The state most likely to turn a bingo into a rave. Sounds pretty lit. Would you rather go to a bingo rave or a silent disco at a library? We had that one earlier. Bingo rave sounds pretty lit, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like that would be a hit. It would be the shit. It would attack and hit a crit. All right. Map is up. The winner is West Virginia. West Virginia takes Kentucky. Now with 20 total territories. West Virginia, now the big dog. Bingo Rave. Got to vote for Bingo Rave. There we go. West Virginia, now in the lead. Back to the wheel. Spinning once again for the attacker. Here we go. Disco sucks. Well, not a literal disco, per se. Really, a silent disco really is just a rave. Alright, Wyoming is attacking Iowa. Sad now, y'all betrayed good chicken. I don't know, West Virginia got them, they got the cat's head biscuits out there. Alright, running the poll. The state least likely to make a bad reality show. Least likely to make a bad reality show. Wyoming or Iowa? Which place has, you know, the most interesting people? Or the most interesting concepts? Jobs, locations? All of these things to consider when trying to decide the state least likely to make a bad reality show. Wyoming versus Iowa. Some may argue, neither one of those places are very exciting, but maybe they have very interesting people. Maybe there's an interesting backdrop, so to speak, for a reality show. I don't know. You know, one of those weird networks like Defy or something. I don't know. I feel like they'd have something about like the chicken hunters of Wyoming. All right, Iowa wins. Iowa, the state least likely to make a bad reality TV show. Iowa now on the board with three total territories. West Virginia with 20, New Hampshire with 5, Washington with 4, Iowa and Missouri with 3, Florida with 2, Alabama, Connecticut, Indiana, and Louisiana with 1. Back to the wheel. Back to the wheel. And Alabama. Go back to Alabama. All right, West Virginia versus Alabama, the state most likely to hoard all the fireworks. Because you're going to shoot them off for 4th of July. Who's hoarding all the fireworks? Alabama or West Virginia? I don't know. Who likes fireworks more? Who's like just psyched about fireworks? Are you psyched for fireworks? Just in general? I know Shaggy is. Shout out to Shaggy. You know, we've had our fireworks adventures. Maybe not, we never shot them off together. That sounded questionable. Anyway, all right. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. The state most likely to hoard all the fireworks. Alabama or West Virginia. Get your votes in. 5 seconds to the map. The state most likely to hoard all the fireworks is... nobody. What the hell? All right. I'm going to say West Virginia. I'm the tiebreaker. Alabama loses. West Virginia has all the fireworks. To the wheel. To the wheel, to the wheel. Spin that wheel. Couldn't vote again. I don't know what to do with that. I'm sorry. That's strange. All right, North Dakota. Sorry, guys. I don't know what that's about. Minnesota, North Dakota. The state most likely to build sidewalks to nowhere. All right, the poll is running now. The poll is up. Hopefully it will let you vote. You have 50 seconds to vote. Blip, blop, blip, 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 blop, bloop. All right, coming up on 30. You guys able to vote? If not, I guess, you know, you could type it in chat, I suppose. that'll help. But yeah, hopefully Twitch will actually let you guys vote. Seems like it may not be. That's Struggle Bus Central. Interesting. All right. Weird. Okay, North Dakota. Consensus to the map. North Dakota versus Minnesota. Yeah, I wish the exclamation point. So I've thought about that. I thought about doing the... What am I trying to say? Like the exclamation point blank ones. That way you could vote like that. Not sure if that will happen or not. I don't know. That's strange, though. I'm sorry if it's not letting you guys vote. May just give it a moment here. See maybe if it needs to. Let me take a look at something here. Look at the old leaderboard here while I'm looking at this. Let me enable and disable that. See if that helps. It could just be something weird with Twitch. Not sure. Interesting. All right, we'll go to the wheel. We're gonna try again. And the next attacker is South Carolina. South Carolina versus Florida. Florida versus South Carolina. The state most likely to create a theme park for cows. We got the cow mascot. Now we got the cow theme park. Who's making it happen? Florida, South Carolina. Hopefully you can vote. If not, I don't know what to tell you. I'm cursed. It's the goddamn globalists or something. I don't know. There we go. Looks like we got a vote in. The poll is working for somebody. All right, coming up on 25 seconds here. Awesome. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Sweet. Probably just some weirdness. Hard to say. I'm gonna have to adjust some bit rate stuff, I guess. I don't know. All right, the winner. The winner is South Carolina. South Carolina versus Florida. There we go. South Carolina now with 3 total territories. Back to the wheel. Let's keep it rolling, folks. Let's keep it rolling. All right, Michigan is next. Michigan versus Wisconsin. The state most likely to have rabid wildlife in suburbs. I can't read either. The state most likely to have rabid wildlife in suburbs. Michigan versus Wisconsin. Who's got that rabid wildlife just trouncing around in their neighborhoods? I don't know. Trouncing? Is that the right? I don't know. Just out there stepping. Just stepping. All right. Just under 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 15 seconds. Get your votes in, folks. And maybe a toss-up. Who's it going to be? It's going to be... To the map. The winner. The state most likely to have rabid wildlife in their suburbs is Michigan. Michigan is the chosen winner. The chosen winner here. Michigan now with 2 total territories. 2. Back to the wheel. We're going to keep it rolling, folks. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Just like Limp Bizkit. North Dakota versus Michigan. Once again, Michigan on the defense. The state most likely to sell bottled tap water. Poll is live. Michigan versus North Dakota. The state most likely to sell bottled tap water. It just got that, it's got that running under the tap. I heard somewhere a while back that most of the bottled water companies like Ozarka and all those ones are owned by the same company. Rumor also has it that they're all filled in the same bathtub somewhere in like North Kentucky. There's a couple somewhere they're just filling a bathtub full of bottles of water and they're sealing them up. Flint. Oh no. Get your bottle of Flint water, folks. Yikes. To the map. We're going to watch this happen in real time because the winner is Michigan. Michigan, the most likely to sell bottled tap water. Boom. Taking up multiple territories. Michigan now with 4. 4 total territories for Michigan. West Virginia with 21. New Hampshire with 5. Michigan with 4. Washington with 4. Iowa, Missouri, South Carolina with 3. Connecticut, Indiana, and Louisiana with 1 apiece. They haven't done anything yet. They haven't done anything. Spinning for the next attacker. The next attacker is going to be Oregon. Oregon versus Washington. The state most likely to think they're rich when they're not. Poll is now live. The state most likely to think they're rich when they're not. Oregon versus Washington. Who's got that fake thing? I don't know. What am I trying to say? They think they're balling out, but they're not. My brain just broke. That means I need more beans and Frank's cookies. I'm going to try to eat this without it falling apart. Both, probably. All right, to the map. The state most likely to think they're rich when they're not is Washington. Washington takes Oregon. Washington now with 5 total territories. Nice. All right. To the wheel. We're spinning for the attacker. Michigan up again. Michigan on the attack. They are taking on West Virginia, the state least likely to romanticize an embarrassing era. Think back throughout history. Which state maybe has a bit of an embarrassing time period? Now, which state is least likely to romanticize such embarrassing era? Who's not going to think, oh, the good old days when we did blank, or when this happened? Oh, it was wonderful. Make state great again. They're not doing that. They're not looking back, wishing they had this embarrassing time. What is that embarrassment? I don't know. Why would they romanticize it? I also don't know. But it's up to you to decide. Think outside the box. Use your old brain house up there and vote. To the wheel, or to the map. That's not a wheel. That's a map. There's a wheel up here, though. West Virginia is the state least likely to romanticize an embarrassing era. Boom. West Virginia owns half of the entire United States. Depending on who you ask, that might be terrifying. So far, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Indiana, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, I believe, all have not been on the attack or defense. Slowly narrowing it down. The wedges are getting bigger. Spinning for the attacker. Who's it going to be next? It's going to be Missouri. Missouri is taking on West Virginia. When you're that big, you've got a target on your back. The state most likely to be destroyed by its own wildlife. Once again, had this one last week. It's weird, it's pulling these again. West Virginia versus Missouri. The state most likely to be destroyed by its own wildlife. Which state is going to have its wildlife just absolutely run amok and destroy it from the inside? West Virginia, Missouri, you know, it could be either one. West Virginia, Missouri, both have large rural populations, lots of woods, lots of places for wildlife to build an army and march across the state and destroy it. Or something. Maybe it's sabotage, maybe like beavers or something like get out of control. I don't know. The winner is Missouri. Missouri takes down West Virginia to be the top dog here with 28 total territories. Missouri now on top. To the wheel. We're keeping it going. We're keeping it going. Bestiality is legal in some countries. It is, and that's weird. Iowa on the attack. Iowa versus Missouri. Boom. Back to back. Missouri got the target now. They're the big dog. The state most likely to claim celebrities as residents. The poll is now live. The poll is now live. Iowa versus Missouri. Which one is most likely to claim celebrities as residents? Every state has a celebrity. So, I don't know. You could look at it like maybe the state has more celebrities than the other. Maybe it's fibbing a little bit. Maybe it's claiming celebrities are from there, or certain celebrities, when they're really not. There's arguments to be made, for different ways to look at it. The state most likely to claim celebrities as residents, Iowa versus Missouri. 10 seconds. You decide. You tell me. We're going to the map. We're going to look at Missouri here with the Empire. Meanwhile, Iowa with a paltry 3 territories. And it's been decided. Iowa has taken down Missouri. Missouri's reign was only for one turn. Now Iowa on top with 31 total territories. My goodness. Now we got Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Indiana all there out on an island. Some celebs moved to some states to be left alone. That is fair. That is absolutely true. I, for one, don't mind having my wonderful subjects. No. All right, spin for the attacker. We're doing it. Look at it. Look at it. We're so close. Indiana on top here. Not on top. They're on the board here. Wow, I double-clicked. Whoops. All right. Indiana loses. I'm sorry, guys. That was crazy. I've never clicked so fast in my life. That double click was insane. All right, we didn't even see the question. Jesus Christ. Well, just to look at the map now, Iowa. Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, we're in the top 9. We're in the top 9 now. Yeah, so Rhode Island, Oklahoma, Massachusetts, Louisiana, and Connecticut have yet to be chosen as an attacker or defender. I'm going to try not to super light speed double click on accident. Wowza. All right, here we go. Spin for the attacker. Just going to let go. Here are my hands. You see my hands? All right, spinning for target. Clicking once. Okay. The state most likely to build the tallest snowman. Yeah, deleted South Carolina, Robert. Yes, that's right. This rock, it's pissing me off. All right, poll is now live. The poll is now live. The state most likely to build the tallest snowman. Ah, yes, you know those Louisiana snowstorms. Iowa versus Louisiana. The state most likely to build the tallest snowman. With temperatures like it is here, I don't know who's building any snowman around these parts here, but we're not on the board here. You know, those of you know. All right, 20 seconds to get your votes in. The state most likely to build the tallest snowman, Louisiana versus Iowa. We're going to take a look. 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The winner is Iowa. Iowa. Most likely to build the tallest snowman. We're down to the Elite 8. I think it's odd how warm it is now, but I'm not against it. I wore shorts today. I mean, I'm not terribly against it either. I know some people are a little disappointed, you know, they don't get their real winters, but hey, January and February and even March, I'm sure we'll have plenty of cold in store. I'm not even that worried about it. You know, we'll get our fair share. All right. So I'm going to scoot a little bit here. All right. Back to the wheel. We have 8 territories left. 8. Spinning. Yeah, the AC, I turned mine on because it gets very warm in this office. New Hampshire versus Iowa. Iowa can't escape. They're touching basically everybody. The state most likely to have the most people named Pat. The state most likely to have the most people named Pat. Which state is good enough? Which state is smart enough? And gosh darn it, which state is going to win this poll? Doggone it. Whatever. It will happen, but I hate cold, so I'm happy. Yeah, I mean, same. Listen, let's pump some more carbon in the atmosphere. Let's go. Come on, global warming. Anthropogenic climate change for the win. Let me eat some beans. With my hands. 20 seconds. My beans and Frank's cookie flipped over. Gonna eat it with my fingers like a savage. All right. The winner. The state most likely have the most people named Pat. New Hampshire taking down Iowa. All the people named Pat have spoken. All the Pats have risen up. Now with 7 territories left. 7. New Hampshire with 38 total territories. All the Pats out there. Shout out. Spin for the attacker. Oklahoma up now. Oklahoma versus New Hampshire. They had nowhere else to go. The state most likely to have a scandal every month. You guys know what to do. I know you already got a vote in mind. Oklahoma versus New Hampshire. The state most likely to have a scandal every single month. Every month, a new scandal. New Hampshire or Oklahoma. He's got it locked in. Got that lightning fast vote coming in quick. No, already known. Easy with the eyes closed. Simple. Here we go. Just coming up on 10 seconds here. The state most likely to have a scandal every month. Is it Oklahoma or New Hampshire? New Hampshire, excuse me, got beans in my throat. The winner is Oklahoma. Who'da thunk it? Oklahoma taking over with 39 total territories, dominating in the top 6. Oklahoma with 39, Washington with 5, South Carolina with 3, Connecticut with 1, Massachusetts with 1, Rhode Island with 1. New scandal every month, huh? It's what's the motto? I don't know who to thunk it. I don't know, whatever. Imagine that. There you go. Imagine that. All right. Spinning again. Connecticut up next. Connecticut for the first time. They're taking on Rhode Island. The state most likely to have a capital shaped like a donut. The poll is now live. The state most likely to have a capital shaped like a donut. Connecticut or Rhode Island? Who loves those donuts? I'm telling you why HesherZero is marching to town. He's drawing up plans and checking them twice. Gonna find out who's faithless or nice. Well, that's Massachusetts. HesherZero's marching to town. He heeds you while you're sleeping. He streams when you're awake. He knows if you're subscribed or not. So subscribe for Hesher's sake. Oh, you better log out. You better not hide. All right. You better fall in. I'm telling you why. HesherZero is marching to town. All right, the winner. The winner is Connecticut. To the map. Connecticut now with 2 territories. Y'all like that? You like that song? All right. The top 5. The top 5. All right. We're spinning the wheel. We're spinning the wheel. You do? Hell yeah. All right. Oklahoma back up. The state least likely to brag about ignoring warnings. Least likely to brag about ignoring warnings. HesherZero is marching. HesherZero is marching to town. To town. All right. Anyway. Man. You're biased. Yeah, I mean, but biased how, you know? The state least likely to brag about ignoring warnings. So who's going to be like, man, we're not going to brag about that shit. You know? You tell me. All right, map is up. Oklahoma versus Massachusetts. The winner is that OKLAHOMA, Oklahoma, taking Massachusetts. Here we are with the top 4 territories, ladies and gents. Oklahoma on the board with 40 total territories. Washington with 5. South Carolina with 3. Connecticut with 2. Back to the wheel. Who's going to make it to the top 3 next? South Carolina is on the attack versus Oklahoma. That's the only place they have to go. The state most likely to mock people for mispronouncing places. This one, once again, I feel is just too easy. Just too easy. The state most likely to mock people for mispronouncing places. City names, perhaps, town names. You know, perhaps, tourist traps, I don't know, monuments, landmarks. But, towns, cities. Who's getting mocked? Who's doing the mocking? Is it South Carolina or Oklahoma? Miami. That's right, brother. All right, y'all. 10 seconds. The state most likely to mock people for mispronouncing places. I think we know where this is going. That's okay, y'all. Making it to the top 3 is Oklahoma. Boom. Oklahoma, Washington, and Connecticut in the top 3. Oklahoma with 43, Washington with 5, Connecticut with 2. Here we go. Spinning for the attacker. Who's it going to be? Connecticut. Connecticut will be attacking Oklahoma. They have nowhere else to go. The state most likely to have a governor roasted online. This couldn't be. It's almost. It's. Listen, we talk about things being rigged in this community. I mean, hell, we've got the emoji. We've got the emoji, right? It couldn't get any. It couldn't seem more rigged for a certain state, I feel. Considering the audience, considering the streamer. But, the state most likely to have a governor roasted online. Is it going to be Ned Lamont or Kevin Stitt? Who's getting roasted? Is it that old Ned Lamont of Connecticut or Kevin Stitt of Oklahoma? I mean, to the map and the winner, Oklahoma, the state most likely to have a governor roasted online. Getting absolutely roasted online. And here we are with the top 2. The top 2 left out of 50 total states. This is for all the beans and franks, ladies and gentlemen. All the beans and franks on the line right here. Oklahoma versus Washington. Spinning the wheel for the attacker, because we have to. The attacker is going to be Oklahoma on the offensive. Spinning for Washington, the state most likely to hate outsiders. The poll is live. The state most likely to hate outsiders. Who doesn't want them? You ain't from around here. Oklahoma versus Washington. The state most likely to hate outsiders. Oh. Washington, or Oklahoma. Go on, get! That's right. My oh my. Here we go. 15 seconds. Is it the Evergreen State or is it the Sooner State? Your votes have been cast, and the winner, Oklahoma, the state most likely to hate outsiders. Oklahoma has conquered the world. It's conquered the United States. And an unprecedented, mostly just because there have been only 2 of these, a back-to-back win for Oklahoma. Back-to-back. Last Saturday, Oklahoma took down Maine. This week, Oklahoma takes down Washington for the winning state, the winner of imperialism. They don't want no foreigners around here, brother. Which is unfortunate. But Oklahoma wins again. 2 times in a row. 2-time winner. Imperialism Select Edition. Oklahoma. Round of applause for the Okies. Wow, there we go. Hey, that was imperialism. We did it again. We did it again, y'all. A dynasty in the making. That's right. Maybe one more. Maybe next week. We'll see. Honestly, I don't know. I probably should have expected it, but you never know. The prompts, I genuinely think the prompts really worked in Oklahoma's favor. Truly. Yikes, your neighbor told you that. That's yikes. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were going to be, if Oklahoma had it. If they could go back to back like that. There's 50 total states, man. Anybody's game. You could see, a certain state dominating, going over and over again, getting picked as the defender, landing, being the attacker. Any one of those polls, they could get knocked off. This isn't like a skill thing. Pure luck. It's what the prompt says. One state might get voted over the other, but with a different question, it could be completely different. And, especially those last few, man, really worked in Oklahoma's favor. So congrats. That, ladies and gents, was Imperialism Select Edition. Boom. Nice. That was fun. It came in last, but the questions helped. Yeah, and that's the thing is you could write it out. You could make it 48 rounds and never get picked, and then you're just the last one. I've got some other really fun versions of that. The Imperialism Classic Edition is like the ones with the simulations with like Madden or College Football 26 or NBA 2K, those kind of things. I want to do one like that. I'm working on a new build for something similar. I'm also working on one called Imperialism Dominion Edition, which is pretty cool. That one is really, really complicated because it has, it's like all 50 states, but each state has like its own economy. It has resources, ideologies, political and religious, military power, those kind of things. Like it's really it's kind of a big scope, but like once I get around to getting that one done, that one's going to be pretty cool. But, Select Edition right now is pretty great. Having a lot of fun with that one. That's a lot of fun. I might take that one to TikTok at some point as well. I think we probably got another, I'd say probably 45 minutes, maybe an hour and a half, maybe total, to do something. We could do some Jackbox. We could do, I also pulled up Pax Historia, which is a little like a kind of an alt history kind of thing. got all these different scenarios. It's kind of similar to what we were doing in terms of Imperialism, but like it's all different kind of things. Of course, Jackbox is the vote there on that one. Yeah, no, I mean we could do the Jackbox. You know what? We haven't on stream. We haven't played the new Jackbox Party Pack yet. Party Pack 11 came out. All right, Shag. All right, let me open up Steam real quick here. All right, let me see. Doop 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 boop 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 doop doop boop 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 doop. Cookie House. So yeah, I haven't played any of these yet. Trivia, hidden identity, writing, drawing, play probably not that one. Head writing, 3 to 8, 2 to 8, 1 to 6. Let's start with Legends of Trivia. I gotta open up a pop y'all over here. All right, Jackbox.tv, I believe, right? God, it's been so long. All right, Legends of Trivia. All right, room code UVYG. Room code UVYG at Jackbox.tv. You can scan the QR code. Also with your phone, your cellular device. Jackbox games. You can select your character. Interesting. Alright. Alright, Jackbox.tv, room code UVYG. Alright, y'all. Zig, waiting on you. Got a link in chat there as well. Got the QR code there. Excellent, excellent. All right. Get your player chosen. The kitty cat. Kitty Cato. All right.
Looking for a room code? You got it. UVYG.
All right, give it a couple more seconds here. All right, here we go. Stand by. In 3, 2, 1.
Welcome, adventurous trivia team, to the realm of Trivia, a land that is equally awe-inspiring and treacherous. I am but a simple traveling bard trying to make his way to the legendary Peak Knowledge, where I am overdue to play for the magnificent Bookworm, the terrifying yet incredibly attractive ruler of these parts. Might you take pity on a simple musician and escort me to my destination? You will? Excellent. Before we depart the safety of the inn... Ah! A surprise monster attack!
I am a tutorial monster. Beware my educational wrath.
Multiple choice!
Are you ready for this impossibly easy question?
I sure am.
Beasts on this path battle with queries and facts. Answer correctly and your party may land a blow, winning you gold. Hint, work together with your team. Think out loud. Talk to each other.
All right. Both your personal and team scores are based on collecting a bearer bonds, rare stamps, gold, treasured family photos. I'm going to assume gold.
Did you pick?
Yeah! Take that, Jello. Preceptorus.
I will kill you for that. For instructional purposes, of course.
Instructional purposes. Jason.
You're dead. Roll your die to rejoin the game. The higher you roll, the more health you return with. This roll is on me. But from now on, it'll cost you. My purpose has been fulfilled. I hate you! But remember what I taught you!
Well met! Let us tally the spoils of your victory.
Cool beans.
Your individual stores of gold all add up into your team score. Team Gold is the true measure of success in the land of Trivia, for it is the only way to be considered legendary. Now, let us be off and see what adventure awaits.
In Trivia. All right, guessing Grove. It is then. We only have one choice, so be it. Select Guessing Grove, and we'll go from there.
Welcome, brave souls, to the land of Trivia, where knowledge means life or death. Are you the ones who shall tame this land? I wouldn't hold my breath. I am your bard, I will sing and instruct you, 'tis the duty of my guild. So grab thine sword and magical spells, and try not to get yourself killed.
I mean, we'll try. The bunny trail of ease or the path of the warrior? What do you think? Honey Trail of Ease? Figured we'll just start easy. Trying to pass. Pass my
Multiple
ass.
choice.
Huzzah! The Tournament of Roses is a parade that takes place annually on what day?
Smart people picked.
Yeah. Nice. Oh. Little Shop of Horrors, what profession is described as inhumane and maladjusted in a song? I've never really actually seen horrors. I don't know. Sorry.
And the answer is
Oh, okay, cool. Nice.
KO'd.
Yay, look at us. My question will confound you.
Hidden question.
Oh dear, this monster hides each question on one champion's device. That player must share it with the group. Additionally, you each have your own answer that will never change. When you think your answer fits the question, select it. You'll all share the victory when correct and the damage when you're wrong. So communicate, cooperate, and conquer.
A Virgo is an blank sign. Well, just from the grammar alone, it would be
You've
Earth.
selected, which is wrong.
Wait, what? I selected Earth. Did we just run out of time? What the hell?
You've gone with,
Oh, shit.
and you shouldn't have.
Oh, wait. So this one, I feel like works. You have to like be able to chat. Okay, you're gonna have to type your question. I see.
You picked, which was a
I
bad
didn't
idea.
click anything. Oh, is this not very good for streaming? Maybe. Man, that's a shame. We got to get whacked. No, not quite. All right, blank is a molecule.
You've gone with, which was a mistake.
I'm confused. I'm not sure how this. We're already dead. All right. I rolled a 20. Nice. Okay, so you have to reveal your question. It was on streaming device.
You've selected,
Well, I didn't get to pick anything.
which was a
Water?
bad idea.
Who's picking water? Are you picking water? Fire TV. What's happening? Okay. Controlled by Drew Barrymore in a 1984 movie. It's fire, right?
You've gone with, and you got it right.
Here. All right. You have the question on your controller. Reveal that question, I guess. You have an option that says reveal your question. World 2-2.
You
fire?
picked.
I didn't
Which
pick
is
anything.
wrong.
I don't know what you're picking. If you're picking that, I didn't even have that option. All right, Ponyta is what type
You've
of Pokemon?
gone with.
What?
And
Are you picking
shouldn't
air?
have.
Don't pick anything yet or something. I don't know what. I don't know what. There's not. I don't understand. All right, Kwame's Ring and Captain Planet.
You've
I'm
selected.
gonna pick
Good job.
Earth. That was harder than it needed to be. I don't know what that was about.
Victory.
Selecting that path. Are you still in chat? Greedy Joe is a mutation of the Infagoblin. Spindling, sinister creatures known for their endless appetites for both food and gold. They need large portions of food and answers, usually lasting for seconds of both. They do less physical damage than Big Stick Joe, but steal more of your gold upon attack. Okay.
Hello, a shop. Here, you can buy items that will aid you in times of peril. While a purchase does reduce your gold, the benefits usually outweigh the cost.
Alright, I picked up a blitz attack, or you did too.
Double answer.
While this gluttonous creature requires 2 answers,
Two
you still
songs
do
of Pink
some
Floyd's Dark
damage when
Side
getting
of the
just
Moon.
one correct. I hope
Oh
you
yes,
picked
of course, Death and Happiness. Uh...
The correct
I don't know.
answers are
Nice. I might be toast. Yep. Browns and Lions.
Which ones are correct?
Alright, the Charlotte right. Check out this dope pig I found. I don't know what the other one is. Is it brilliant or humble? I don't know.
Let's see those right answers.
Oh, it was humble. Okay. It's been so long. Sweet. Which of Which two of these candy bars contained caramel? Oh shit. All right. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
The correct answers are
Yes. Uh-oh. Sure, habitat. Jeez. I don't know. I'm probably gonna die.
which ones are correct?
Sorry. Thief. Damn. Okay.
I
don't
you
know.
picked.
Is Kendrick Lamar's won a Pulitzer? Holy shit. I mean, that's cool. I didn't know that.
The correct answers are
Nice. There we go. You jerks.
Huzzah!
List it.
Ah, a list question. You'll be given a topic with many answers. You'll need to enter 7 correct responses to win the day. Ready?
Oh, jeez. Vacation destinations in the Beach Boys Kokomo. Shit. I don't know. I don't know. Bahama. Mama.
look! The first letter of some remaining answers have appeared. What a nice little hint.
This is all you. I don't know. I can't think of the lyrics. I don't know. Shit out of luck on that one. Okay, there we go. You not know all the words to that? Somebody. Let's go this path. Yeah, you're supposed to type it in the thing, not in chat.
Well, I'll be. It's the Riddle Raven. Correctly enter the subject of this bird's riddle, and your entire party will be healed.
Apparently, I don't know how far behind you are. Hit me on the head or file me away. Some are painted, most are gray. Look in your phone, you'll find plenty. But on you right now should be 20. What am I? I believe that's nails. The answer is nails. Or nails, whatever.
Multiple choice.
What this and my barf look like curved sword from Japan. And my barf. What? I don't know.
The correct answer is...
Are katanas curved? Okay. I figured they're straighter. Grr, me hate foxes. Me want Disney movie with no foxes. Oh, Jesus. Pocahontas. Does Pocahontas have a fox? Zootopia has a fox. Robin Hood has a fox, right? Pinocchio? Does Pocahontas have a fox? It has a
I
raccoon.
hope you picked.
Yes. Okay, I was correct. In me go-to karaoke song, me angry bellow, feel me rain on me skin. What song name again? Not Blind Melon. Is it unwritten?
Smart people picked.
Yeah. No, I don't want to perish. Jeez. Me will eat your flesh medium rare like a steak. And what temperature should me cook you to? Oh, fuck. Medium rare. I don't have this shit memorized.
Did you pick?
Cool. Me match on dating app with a griffin, but they no put picture up. What they look like. Let's see. Eagle's head and wings on a lion's body. Yes. A. A.
The correct answer is...
Alright, acting so confusing. Which superhero, Marvel hero, also smart detective Holmes in BBC series? Guy who gets big and small, magic guy who does portals, tree with the space people, the cat, you know, the cat suit guy. Magic guy who does portals. No, wait. Yes?
And the answer is...
Yes. Oh yeah, because he was, yeah. Oof. Uh-oh. He went goldfish, but no golden fish and treasure. Where goldfish come from? I don't know. I'm gonna say...
I hope you picked...
Whoops. Nope, I did not. Damn. Alright, but where's your appendix?
Smart people picked...
Whoops. I don't know where my appendix is. Good thing I've got gold, at least. Jeez. Sigh, me just want to run away and live in country with world's longest cave.
Did you pick...
Yeah. What is that, Carlsbad or something?
Ah, Jan Beast is nearly defeated. Answer his questions before the timer expires. If you fail to act quickly, the monster shall recover.
Down these mean streets. I have no idea. Okay. Oh man. America's listening. I don't know. The value of money. I'm gonna say Gossip Girl. I have no idea. God damn it. We're just trading off wrong answers here. Women of Style. Yay! Petty in pink. I said Gossip Girl. I don't know. Yay! We gotta hurry. Dance. I said Met Gala. I have no idea. Uh-oh. We're screwed. Oh. No. Ah, shit. Not real, but they real person. What person do they minion for? I don't know. I haven't seen the Minions movie.
The correct answer is...
Yay. Me recently informed me breath smelled bad, but dentists use smart word for it. Word was, halitosis.
Did you pick?
Okay, let's do this again. Nature by Design, Botanical Lessons. I'm gonna say Smithsonian, I don't know. Could be anything. Who knows? Oh, good. Me, petard, it hoisty. What?
You did it! The ogre is defeated!
Yay!
Decent. Amazing.
Your knowledge of trivial matters has helped you survive this forest. But beware, there are more lands and dangers to endure. Are you brave enough to visit the Cerebral Sands?
I don't think we have a choice. Oh, I guess we do. Ha! Never mind. Let's see. Let's go back to the game menu. Let's see what else we got. I think there's only one other one's... Oops, I didn't mean... Back to pack is what I meant. I think there's one other one we could do. Oh, maybe not. And 3 to 8 to hearsay, but this one, like, it's a voice one. So 3, yeah, 3, 4, 1. Yeah. I think that's probably it for that one, to be honest. We can't do Doom because there's not 3 of us to play. There's not 3 of us. Unfortunately. That's okay. I do have one more thing to do. And it's really stupid. So I'm just going to do it, and this is how we're going to end it. Because I've got a bit of a surprise. And it's really stupid. Okay. Let me just do something real quick like. All right, I'm gonna sing a song. Nope. There we go. Why is it not playing? Am I not seeing? Oh, because I'm a silly goose. That's why. Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna sing with my roast beef song sandwich. Here. All right.
Under the tree, a package wrapped snug.
Not a tie, not a sock, not a holiday mug.
Tinsel twinkling, firelight glowing. Unwrap the joy, the flavor starts showing.
Beef and cheddar, Christmas surprise. Golden melting, bring tears to my eyes.
On a bun so soft, dreams collide. Oh, the spirit of roast beef can't be denied.
Thank you guys for watching.
Grandma's in pearls, grandpa's plaid vest. Pass that tangy sauce, let's all be our best. Christmas morning magic, snow gently falling, but it's the Arby's sandwich that's truly enthralling.
Beef and cheddar, Christmas surprise. Golden melting, bring tears to my eyes.
On a bun so soft, dreams collide. Oh, the spirit of roast beef can't be denied.
Santa's sleigh couldn't bring this bliss.
Oh yeah.
Savory heaven in a cheesy kiss. Forget the eggnog, forget the pie. Roast beef and cheddar, my Yuletide high. Beef and cheddar,
Christmas surprise. Golden melting, bring tears
Thank you
to
guys.
my
Once again for tuning in.
eyes.
on a bun so soft, dreams collide. Oh, the spirit of roast beef can't be denied. Stockings are stuffed, bells are chiming, but it's the sandwich that keeps me rhyming. A very happy morning, warm and neat. Unwrapping joy, roast beef can't be beat.
Beef and cheddar surprise. Delicious. All right. That's all she wrote. I'm going to enjoy my sandwich. And my last Beans and Franks cookie. Another night of imperialism, of domination. Got sauce in my face. It was good. I'll probably be back next Saturday, hoping to stay on a regular schedule again. We'll see. You never know what might happen. But thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. If you haven't, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Follow, like, subscribe, comment, all the things on all the social medias. I'm going to eat a sandwich and then go to bed. So, in the meantime, thank you again so much. Catch you on the flippity flop. Peace.